Hi everybody, I hope you're having a great day. In this video I'm going to be covering Thane. Thane made his first appearance in New Avengers Volume 3, issue number 10 in November of 2013. Now Thane is a hybrid child from an Inhuman woman of Earth and from the mad titan Thanos. Among the Inhumans he had the occupation of being a healer, and before his Terrigen transformation he had blue eyes and brown hair, and after this he had purple eyes, bald-headed, and had purple skin. Now, as I just stated, Thane is the secret Inhuman son of Thanos, and after a descendant Inhuman tribe ran afoul of Thanos and his army, one Inhuman woman returned home pregnant with Thanos' child. Years later, Thanos started searching for his lost son, disguising his quest as a new mission of galactic conquest. He and his Black Order would invade thousands of planets and demand a tribute of the heads of younglings between the ages of 16 and 21, which he thought was the estimated age of his lost son, or the other option was for your entire planet to be annihilated. Now, this search eventually led him to Earth. The Inhuman king, Black Bolt, discovered Thanos' true intentions on Earth by using the Inhuman Codex, a device which contained all the information about Inhumans and their descendants gathered by the Inhumans' kings and queens. Using the coordinates to the locations of Inhuman tribes on Earth, the Marvel's Illuminati embarked on a search for Thanos' son. Unfortunately, the Illuminati member who found Thane in Greenland, Dr. Strange, was being controlled by Ebony Maw, one of Thanos' lieutenants, who used his powers to make Strange forget he had found Thanos' son, who still hadn't been subjected to Terrigen yet. When Thanos fought Black Bolt in Attilan, the Inhuman king detonated a Terrigen bomb, which subjected everyone on Earth to this substance, and anyone who had the latent Inhuman gene was then transformed. Thane's powers were then unleashed, and he killed every inhabitant of his city in the process. Ebony Maw arrived to seemingly aid Thane and provided him a suit to control his powers. Maw also trapped Thane in a containment field and informed Thanos about the finding of his son. Thanos arrived to Orollan and informed Thane he would kill him. As soon as the Avengers arrived to Orollan in order to fight Thanos, Ebony Maw tested Thane by freeing him. The boy agreed and embraced his true nature as the son of Thanos by fighting his father. Using the power of his right hand, Thane trapped Thanos and his last loyal general, Proxima Midnight, in an amber construct, which left them in a state of living death. Upon the defeat of Thanos, Ebony Maw started disciplining Thane to make him become something worse than anything Thanos could have ever dreamed, which is a good man. Thane then relocated to Brennan 7, a planet where he gathered numerous outcasts and protected them as his flock. He was found by former Spartoid Emperor Jason, who managed to convince Thane to help him in his plan. However, Thane deserted Mr. Knife after the Black Vortex was lost to the XMen and the Guardians of the Galaxy. To his surprise, Thane returned to Brennan 7 to find their inhabitants murdered, leading him to swear revenge. The son of Thanos was then convinced by Jason that the X-Men and the Guardians of the Galaxy committed the massacre in an attempt to remove him from the conflict, thus convincing Thane to join his side again. After reacquiring the Vortex, Thane submitted to it. As part of the deal with Mr. Knife, Thane used his cosmically enhanced power to encase the entirety of Spartax in his amber construct. The trapped Spartax would be traded to the Brood by Mr. Knife in exchange of taking advantage of their expansion. When Captain Marvel retrieved the Black Vortex, Thane and Jason gave chase and cornered her in Spartax. While Jason tried to get Thane to amberize her, Captain Marvel attempted to convince Thane that the heroes hadn't killed his flock. After a failed attempt to amberize both Jason and Captain Marvel, which resulted in only the encasement of Captain Marvel, Thane was interrupted by Gera, a warrior that was also looking for the Black Vortex in order to get rid of it. Thane disregarded Gera's threats, leading her to blast him far away from the planet. Along with Ebony Maw once again, Thane was convinced to embrace his supposed destiny as the ruler of the universe. But Thane's journey of conquest ended abruptly when he tried to take over the Black Quadrant, a territory formerly controlled by Thanos, which had fallen into Corvus Glaive's hands. Having taken precautions, Glaive enlisted the help of a coven of ancient witches who took Thane's power from him, leaving the boy completely defenseless. After his first month in captivity, Trico the champion of the universe, became Thane's cellmate. Both fallen warriors eventually bonded and became friends over the following weeks, for which Corvus separated them and put Thane in solitary confinement. 3 months after that, Thane was freed from imprisonment by Death herself, who had tried to court the boy. Thane gave himself to her and accepted her offer to help kill Thanos. And before escaping from the Black Quadrant, Thane returned to Trico and freed him as well. Thane then enlisted the help of his uncle Starfox and his alleged niece Nebula in carrying out his plan to kill the Mad Titan, who had been afflicted with a mysterious condition that was slowly killing him. As part of his plan, Thane deceived him into helping him invade Terrax's warship to steal a Phoenix egg in his possession. Upon discovering the truth, Nebula actually killed Thane to prevent him from opening the egg, but his death just made the egg hatch and allowed the Phoenix Force to turn him into its new host. Days later, Thane and Death confronted Thanos, who warned his son not to trust Death, only to be ignored by him and sent into an unknown place. Now, Thane is a relatively new character, and his powers have not been fully explored yet. But what we do know now is that Thane's left hand has the ability to instantly change the very fabric of existence. He lacks control of this power, though, and everyone within a certain radius of him is killed. And Thane's right hand projects an amber construct, which traps everyone within a certain radius and leaves them in a state of living death. Now, as I stated earlier, he has that containment suit that Ebony Maw gave him, and that helps him contain his powers, so they can only be used by direct contact. Since he has now taken on the Phoenix Force, his powers will almost be limitless, and we have to see how this unfolds. Now, due to his powers and abilities and his influence on the Marvel Universe, for my 1 to 10 rating, I'll give Thane a rating of 8, which is a nostalgic rating. I hope everyone enjoyed the video. I'll talk to you next time. Be sure to like and subscribe to The New Sage.